Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite things, and that is concealer. I am obsessed with concealer because I have major dark circles that I can barely conceal. So I'm going to show you guys which of my favorites are that help me conceal my dark circles, and hopefully it'll help you guys out. So one of my first favorite concealers is this Garnier Skin Renew Anti-Dark Circle Roller. So I'm going to open this for you guys and show you. It has like a little rolly guy on it, but as you could tell, all around the rim right here it has concealer because I actually took this traveling with me and it just exploded all over my bag. So if you are going to travel, I wouldn't recommend taking this anywhere you're traveling to. I'm going to show you guys how thin this product is though. So it looks like that, and it's so thin, but this concealer is really awesome for going to the beach or running errands, anything simple that doesn't require a lot of makeup. This little guy I love, I die for. So I would definitely recommend getting this at the drugstore. You can get it at any drugstore, and I think it's probably, I don't know, like $8 maybe, if that, I don't know. So that's my first favorite concealer. Moving on to the second, this is the LA Girl. You've probably seen a lot of this concealer. This is a really great concealer, and it's about $3, which is fantastic. It has like a little brush end tip to it, and all you do is squeeze it, and then you can just apply it straight onto your skin. Here it is, the second one here. This color is a little bit dark for me, but I still use it. This is a pretty full coverage concealer. I still would recommend wearing this during the day if you're going to wear it alone, not with another concealer. I think that it is really great concealer. It is full coverage and it doesn't crease, and the consistency is really nice. It's kind of like creamy, but it's kind of like the first one, but just a tiny bit thicker. And it's just really nice. It really covers and conceals. It actually does its job. So this is the second favorite concealer. Moving on to my third favorite concealer is this MAC Pro Longwear, and it is what it says. It is a longwear. So this concealer is pretty thick. You have to be really careful when you're pushing it out, because if you push the pump all the way down, it does like a way too much of an amount. You can use it you can use it for both your eyes and someone else's eyes probably. So it looks like this, and let me just smudge it so you guys can see. This one's actually pretty light. I use this one a lot, either when I'm lighter or when I want to highlight, just like underneath. Yeah, so this one is a little drying. So if you have dry skin, I wouldn't recommend this one, but it is really, really thick. So, well, not really thick, but it's like thick but creamy, and it does its job. It conceals. So if you're gonna go to a special event or something like that, you can wear this guy. And I've also used this little guy for a base when I didn't have a base for eyeshadow, and it works really, really well. So this is my third favorite concealer by MAC Pro Longwear. This is the color NC25. So my fourth favorite concealer is one that I actually just got, and I've been dying to get this one, but I just didn't want to spend the money, and I finally just was like, forget it, just get it. So I did. This is the NARS, the Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this concealer is super creamy and super beautiful. It has a little wand, so it makes it super easy to just kind of boop, 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 put it all under your eyes, down your nose, wherever you want. And this is a full coverage as well. And this is really, really beautiful. It's creamy, like I said, it's thick. So as you could tell, you can see how thick it is compared to the other ones. And it's just a very beautiful full coverage. This one is in the color Custard. I love the color. I feel like it matches perfectly and it doesn't crease and it just goes on so flawless. I like to put this on underneath my eyes, and then I like to get like a fluffy brush, maybe like a blending brush, a tapered blending brush, excuse me, and just blend underneath my eyes and then blend the edges out, and then go in with a beauty blender and kind of dab that out, and it gives like a really beautiful airbrush finish. So this is probably my like top favorites out of the 5 that I'm showing, but I love this one. It is pricey, but I'm glad I bought it. And again, this is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. My last concealer is a concealer that I actually like to use as a highlight, only because it's a little light for me. If it was a little bit darker, I would probably just use it as a regular concealer. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, and this concealer is really awesome too. It's neutral medium is the color, and this is a very unique concealer for me because this is a very thick concealer. I'll show you guys. See, it's so thick, it just comes out in like a little glob like that. So with this concealer, I like to put it on the back of my hand before, a couple minutes before, or maybe like a minute before I put it under my eyes, and let my body temperature just warm it up and make it a little bit easier to work with. So once it has, you can see, but you can really see how thick this concealer is. Look how different all these colors are, but it's so thick. And another reason I like to use it as a highlight is because I feel like it has a lot of pink undertones, and my skin is more olive undertones, so if I were to put this all under my eyes, I might look like a crazy person. So this concealer, I would definitely recommend to use it at night, and also like to use a blended brush and blend it out and kind of move the product around and get it really moved around. Or I like to get a damp beauty blender and just really work the product in, because this stuff is super thick. So once it is set on your eyes how you like it, just make sure to get a loose setting powder and really set this stuff, because you don't want this stuff moving, especially because it's a creamy consistency. If it does warm up, it could move around, as you can see. So make sure to definitely set it. That's with any of these. Once the temperature on your once your temperature starts to warm it up, it could make it creasy. That is my 5th favorite concealer, and these are all my favorite concealers. So if you guys don't have any concealers or are thinking about getting some new ones, there's definitely a variety here for you guys. These 2 here are pretty affordable here, and this one's affordable as well, a little bit more expensive, and these 2 are a little bit more pricey, but definitely worth it. Another thing is, if you want to go and try these things, I would recommend going to Sephora or Ulta, and actually I'm not sure if Ulta does it, but I can't talk. I would recommend going to Sephora and just asking them for a sample and trying it out, because it might not be for you. So you don't want to go and buy a whole tube and spend, you know, 40 bucks or whatever it is and then not like it. So definitely go to Sephora and ask for a sample, or maybe at Ulta they have samples, I'm not sure, but I'll definitely look into it. And yeah, so those are my top favorite concealers. I hope that this video is helpful for you guys. If it was, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for the support and love, and if you guys have any questions, please put it in the comments below, and I'll make sure to get back to you guys. Thank you guys so much. Mwah.